know, if you look at this channel, you would think I have a problem. And the cure for that is more tricorders. Greetings, Dave here, PropEFX. Now, as I posted online the other day, this picture, I'm working on yet another tricorder. I bought this kit, I don't know how long ago, 7, 8 years ago. Back when the Toronto prop parties were first starting, I bought this from Jeff, who was there with Jerry, and I've had this for a while, and then I bought the body from Stapleton Productions years ago. I'm missing a piece. I don't know if it was missing when it came or if I lost it when I was looking at it. I don't know, I can't find it. I'll have to make a new sticker. But anyway, so I have this kit that I'm building, and I was just gonna build it and then say, and here it is, what do you think? And someone on prop experts, Star Trek prop enthusiasts, or no, Star Trek prop builders, gotta get that right, said, you're making a build video, right? Oh, okay, I am then. So let's start off with part one, which this is part one, as the title said, part one. Let's look at the component list of what you're gonna have and what you're gonna need in order to build this. So here we have the parts of the Mark X Medical Tricorder. So you've got your stickers for, you know, the door, and then for the main body, and then this is for the head. Now I'm missing one, can't find it. Unfortunately, this is something I got, oh good Lord, 6, 7, 8 years ago. I have no idea whatever happened to it, so I'll just make another one. That's the label there that goes in right there. I don't have the sticker for that, but I have all the other ones. And then you get a cover for the graphic, and then that's the door, that's the door, that's the door. There's the main front, the main graphics, or sorry, the main electronics, the door, and then the body, and then the back. All I've done with the door at this point is I've taken the hinges and I have screwed them in, and I've just covered up that with some Bondo, and then I've drilled a hole out here, and I've taken a large magnet and I have sort of cut it to size and put it in here. The next thing to do is to just cover that over, glue it in, cover it over with a little bit of Bondo so it's all the same. That is going to, when it is assembled in the body, that will sit right there. So that magnet then is going to react to the reed switch, which is going to go right in there. And you can see that I've sort of dremelled out a hole in there for the reed to go. So when that comes together, like that, the reed will be right up against the magnet. So you do this right here. Fortunately, autofocus is not my friend right now. It's going to sit right there. I'll show you that when I get it together. So in that vein, we have the reed switch there. That is for the closing ratchet, and the reed switch for the main. So this is all going to come together very quickly because this is already done. When you buy this kit from Stapleton Productions, this piece here is a separate piece, so you can tell it's been glued and then bondoed and sanded. It needs to actually, this needs just a good coat of paint and maybe a little touch up there. But it's the next part to do is to paint this and to paint this, and then we're good to go. Also, when you get it, depending, now as I said, this is a very old kit. I bought the electronics kit a long time ago as well. What you may get as well is it may come with these attached. It may also come, like mine did, without. So you just put black, let's get this zoomed in here. Anyway, black goes to here and then blue goes to here. Now the reason I'm telling you that is, well, when I got the instructions, well, I had a bit of a water leak in my workroom where everything is, so this is kind of Now I did get this from Jerry, and it's a newer copy. This is the newer version, but it's still going to do the same thing. So if you're going to be making this kit, you're going to get that in the box as well, so you'll have everything good to go. But this is my 4th tricorder I've made, so this is not, as I say, not my first rodeo, so I'll have no problems getting this together rather quickly. So there you go, that is the start. That's the component list. of what I need to do to get this medical tricorder together. So there are the pieces that are very quickly going to come together. Now you may notice too, when I was talking about, if you look at this picture again, when you look at some of the build videos out there, some people are drilling a hole right through the door and right through the body. Well, not right through the body, but through the door in order to get a wire through to solder to the back of the hinge before they screw the hinge in. Now that will work. A lot more work. What I found what works too is because you have these large screws coming through and the screw's making a direct connection to the hinge, I've just soldered directly to the screw. It's working out pretty well for me so far, and it's going to be covered up and closed. You're not going to see that. It's going to be there once it's in and working and done. It's there. It's not going to move around, so it's not an issue. I don't think you need to go through that. But if you want to, there are other videos show you how to do it. You can do that too. I've always not liked soldering directly to a plane anyway. I just find it to be very loosey-goosey. So when I get to soldering the wires from the board inside the body, I'm soldering to one of the screw holes, which isn't being used, so that's really easy. That's what I did in my last tricorder build, the Delta Vega Props one. I had a heck of a time getting it to adhere to the front of the brass hinge. So I just cut a notch into it. So it gave something for it to bite onto. I put the wire there, put some solder there, and it held on. No problems whatsoever. Well, as you can see, no problems whatsoever. There's lights in the bottom. Easy peasy. So that is where we're at right now. So that is build part one. Now it's not going to be as involved as the Delta Vega Props build on this because there's really not much to do. The main boards are together. All I really need to do is get a good coat of paint. Like, I'm almost finished the door. I'm ahead of myself in where I'm at than where I am in these videos I'm talking to you. I have the door and the body. They've been painted. They're drying right now. I have to get a couple more coats of paint on them, but I will get more coats of paint on them. But I will then sort of show you the build. It's going to come together very quickly. The front panel goes in, finish the door, which really just put the pieces in because they're going to be covered by stickers. They don't really need to be painted other than the black around the emerge light. And then it's a matter of gluing in the door, soldering, and done. I've already made a hole for where the reed switch for closing is going to go, and I know where the reed switch is going to go for the main opening sound, so it doesn't take long. One thing I will show you too is I'm using a LiPo battery that has a JST connector. I'll show you how to add an extra lead to that so you can have that powered in, still have the JST for charging. So that's video one of how to build the Stapleton body with the Mark X medical boards that you get from PropEFX. So stay tuned for more videos on this as I progress with this build. So thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you all later.